Hi everybody, Tracy Randall here. I just wanted to give you a little education about the Cherish pads that I think would really help you when you're building your business, when you're making a decision about which product package to purchase, and when you're making a decision for yourself. Because if you're a woman, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to encourage you to use these pads. Let me tell you why. So my background is I've worked in the wellness arena, as some of you know, for a decade. I've been working very closely with the American Anti-Cancer Institute, a nonprofit that educates on the natural treatment and prevention of disease, and especially cancer. I've been working with women's health issues for a decade. I've seen a lot of things come and go: fibroid tumors, ovarian cysts, women getting hysterectomies, infertility, and I've helped women with all of those issues, with nutrition, with detoxing, and all kinds of things. I'm more excited about this product than anything I've ever seen for a lot of reasons. One, because it's simple. Simple, simple, simple. Two, because it's affordable. Every woman can afford this product, and it will benefit them without making any medical claims. It will benefit every single woman. So the negative ion technology is so hugely important. If you Google negative ion benefits, you will find that it boosts the immune system, that it helps balance the pH, it works against infection, it balances you hormonally. Those are some of just a few of the health benefits of negative ions. If you watch the professional video that we put out, there's about 10 more benefits. The infrared ray technology, the FAR technology that's infused into our ion strip, hugely beneficial again for boosting the immune system and all kinds of other great benefits. Negative ions are called the vitamins of the air. They are designed by God to actually be a part of our lives, but nobody gets them anymore, because we're inside all the time, because we run from the rain, because we don't have waterfalls around us. So it's really important that we get this negative ion technology. Now, one of the things that I hear all the time is, well, I'm no longer cycling, so I don't need this product. Here's what I want you to think about. As a consumer, if you're a woman, I want you to try the panty liners for 30 days. Whether you're cycling or not, this is hugely important, because the negative ion technology, see, where we wear those panty liners is the most absorbent part of our body, the most. And within seconds of us putting this pad on, or wearing this pad, what happens is that negative ion strip is activated, and now we have the benefit of negative ions. We will see some health benefits from that. Maybe more energy, maybe sleeping deeper, hormonal balance, but at the end of the day, keeping the immune system strong is huge. For $5 a month, a woman can have the benefit of negative ions, and that's huge. So that's for women who are no longer cycling, like me. But let's say that you're a woman who is still, menstruating. That's a hard word to say. Have y'all noticed that? A woman is still having her period. Here's what I'm going to suggest to you. Use the panty liners while you're not actively, it's not your time of the month. In other words, use the panty liners all month and the 8-hour pads while you're having your cycle, and then the overnight pads, of course, too. So you're looking at $10 to $15 investment for this incredible technology. Here's what I'm going to suggest to moms. If you have a daughter that is 10, 11, 12 years old and she's maturing and you know that the time is about to come, I would start her on the panty liners right now. Just have that conversation with her. Hey, here's what's going to happen, and I want you to start wearing these panty liners, and here's why. It'll help to start balancing her hormonally anyway. The panty liners are this thin, like paper thin. She'll never even know she has them on, and it'll give her confidence, and it'll start that time of her life in a more powerful and easier way. And then when she does start her cycle, she's already wearing panty liners, and to switch from the panty liner to the pad is going to be a simple transition. I encourage you to do that. And then we have our senior market. All seniors, women should wear this panty liner or even the pad. Why? Because They have that discharge, that bladder discharge. They have that odor that we all know happens as we get older. And so every woman 10 years old and up should be using one of our products anyway. Let's talk about tampons. When is our company going to start the tampons? Well, I was having a conversation with one of our distributors. The more research I do on tampons, the more I realize that no woman should ever use a tampon. Is that realistic? Of course it's not. And my generation, maybe your generation, was raised on tampons. Well, what I foresee is a generation of girls that won't need tampons. The reason women go from pads to tampons, and I was one of those women right away. I hated pads, couldn't stand it for all the reasons. Uncomfortable, bulky, you could see it in my clothes, they leaked, blood on my pants, embarrassing, I could smell, all those reasons that we use tampons, right? So if you're a tampon wearer or your daughter is a tampon wearer, here's what I want to tell you. Have them use the panty liner to begin with, along with the tampon, because toxic shock syndrome is real. It is real. It's happening more than we know, and a lot of women are hiding it. Google Lauren Wasser. She is a model who lost her leg to toxic shock syndrome in 2012, hid it until now. LAURENWASSER. This is important for women's health. Tampons are deadly. Even a healthy tampon is not healthy, because the whole reason we get toxic shock syndrome is not just the chemicals that are being released by our sanitary pads and by our tampons, but because our toxins are being locked and lodged into that area. They're being reabsorbed into our body, so we're getting toxic shock syndrome from our own toxins. So it's huge. So it's really important that you educate women about the harmful effects of tampons. And so my encouragement is this: if there's a tampon user out there, use the pads all month, and the panty liners all month, and the panty liners while you're using your tampon, and when you're at home, use our pad. Notice the difference. Notice the comfort of it. Notice that there's no odor. Notice that it actually absorbs. And little by little, use the pads more and the tampons less. I just encourage you. See, this is so important. The chemicals that are being released, being transported from the woman's body into the umbilical cord and into the babies, it's really deadly. And we have to make some decisions, some really powerful decisions as moms, that we have to make these changes. We have to take control. That's why the mission of Inspire is so important. Now that we know about the toxicity and the products we use, we say no. Get these pads for yourself, panty liners, pads, overnight, whatever, and use them. $5 to $10 to $15 a month to invest in your health is important. Your daughter's health, your friend's health, your granddaughter's health, your niece, your aunt, any woman that you know deserves to hear about this and can afford to use them. They have to be buying something anyway. Why not buy something healthy? Our pads cost the same or less than the pads they're already buying. Why? Because you use less of them. Anyway, I'm so fired up, so passionate, so excited about this opportunity to bring an incredible product to the marketplace. So get your pads, use them, share this. Bye.